Hello, I'm Andy, and here is your weekly horoscope from Sunday, the 13th of November to Saturday, the 19th of November, 2022. And this is specially for you coming from Aquarius. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. Your palms are magic. They belong to the energy of the soul. Who do you think is changing the signs and lines? It's the soul who is doing it. And I'll show you how to reach for that magic, to be able to enliven and to accelerate the energies of the soul, the third eye, and the aura. I'll teach you a lot about how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. We'll talk much more about that later. So, you, Aquarius, your Sunday the 13th is going to be a very lucky morning and afternoon. And this good luck comes very unexpectedly. So always remain well dressed. And the trick is to be at the right place at the right time. And that's how you're going to make yourself stupendously lucky because you'll be also very inventive. And that's going to produce plenty of unexpected good things for you to make a name for yourself. So there's so much that can happen on this morning and afternoon of Sunday the 13th. You want to plan it very carefully. Don't just plan it for the fun. Plan it seriously for something you can show off your skills. Evening and nightfall, you have to be careful that your domination, your domination, your stubbornness needs to be brought under control because that's how you're going to behave. You can be provoked very easily, and then you'll want to take charge of situations. It's better for you to remain part of the crowd rather than to stand out in any other way. Yes, your good planners of the morning, afternoon will come to help you, but only few of them will come, which means that you don't have that much energy to take charge of any situation in the evening nightfall. So be part of a team and you'll gain much better. Monday the 14th, this is an excellent 24 hours waiting for you. Morning and afternoon, the planets of communication, writing skills, speaking skills are all with you. So you can show off your cleverness wherever you are, whether it's the job, whether it's the business, whether it's at home, whether it's anywhere. Enjoy a good lunch with people where you hope to gain either for your business or either for your job. When you see money planets, it means that the materialistic side of life is what you must chase for. And you'll do that very cleverly. Your memory is going to be wonderful. So you're going to be able to show people that your skills in making money are all very evident. And that's why it's going to be a very successful morning afternoon. It can happen where you work, it can happen where you do business, it can happen when you're having lunch with somebody. So make it all based for making money. Evening and nightfall, wonderful. Wonderful because the planets of unexpected gain are there. Go buy a lottery because on such a money minded day, go buy a lottery. And also tell yourself that this evening nightfall gives you inventive skills. So wherever you go, be materialistically minded. It's not for the fun or enjoyment of it. It's for showing off your skills. The whole day is waiting for you to give you the platform to do that. And you'll do it marvelously well because you'll be very clever in everything because the planets are backing you. When planets are backing you, you get away with anything. Your knowledge is unending. When planets are not backing you, the cleverest person remains dumbfounded. So this is a morning, afternoon, evening, nightfall for you to make use of in every single way. Chasing for the romance, go right ahead in the evening, nightfall. Tuesday the 15th. This is a very lucky 24 hours for you. You're coming from Aquarius. And morning and afternoon, the planets of creativity and the planets of leadership and the planets of communication, they are all there, very active. So you have a chance to show your bosses, you have a chance to show business partners, you have a chance to create a harmony so that you can show your skills and be very clever in getting a wonderful community to build up. Very powerful these planets are. You have to act very quickly because they move around building up new possibilities. So I like your morning, afternoon, you'll be on the same wavelength or others will be on the same wavelength as you. That's how you score very heavy points for yourself. And I like your evening nightfall. The money planets are everywhere. Planets of communication, marketing skills, and the planets who make you sway people to your way of thinking. And they'll believe everything you say because your emotional side is also showing a very trustworthy way. You're sending out vibes. You're sending up vibes to be trusted. So you might get some very good contracts or promises for financial backing in this evening nightfall. Wednesday, the 16th. Now, I don't like the morning afternoon. Accidents are possible. They can be financial accidents, physical accidents, emotional accidents. You might get something as an accidental way which is going to trouble you. You don't want to sign any contracts. You don't want to commit yourself, whether financially, whether romantically, or whether friendship wise, because these are planets who will get into your system and then they will reveal everything that you're trying to do to get you into trouble, basically. So, what can you do about it? Well, don't delegate duties to anybody. It's going to go wrong and you'll get the blame. And tell yourself to drive around very carefully because some of these planets represent accidents, physical accidents. So you have to be very careful in so many ways. It's best if you're at work to just stay put and get your responsibilities done. It's best if you're in business, don't be too trustworthy. Listen, listen, listen. Evening and nightfall becomes extremely lucky. That's how a day can change. And I like the evening nightfall because you'll be on the same wavelength as people, or they will be on the same length with you. So they are very trustworthy of you, and you're going to score some wonderful points. You could score these points on a romantic level, on a business level, or just on a pure friendship level. It's success. The trouble is that one or two of the morning nasty planets will try to make their way to be there as well. So quickly identify who you don't trust and move away from them and focus on the people you trust. You will be able to do it because these planets of the evening nightfall make you very clever for observing things. Thursday, the 17th. This is such a lucky morning and afternoon. Some of a group of your best planets, the planets of bonding. So you're going to bond with people wherever you are in a very positive way because you're going to come up with brilliant ideas and brilliant schemes. The wisdom you have, the knowledge you have must be used on this morning afternoon. So find the time to make appointments with your bosses at work or with the people you're chasing business with or chasing for the romance or making your family happy every single way. You'll have these wonderful planets of compassion by you, and they'll make people have all the compassion and to help you as well. Evening and nightfall, again, the planets of accident are around. So it's better for you not to be out at all because there's a danger of one way or another losing out. On the physical side, pure accidents. So drive carefully. Financial side, don't believe what's offered to you. Don't sign on the dotted line. Don't promise anything or commit anything. And on the mental side, be careful that your love story may want to start. If it starts, then you are in trouble because a troubled evening and nightfall will only end up giving you more trouble than wonderful good news. So it's better to go home empty handed or don't be out at all is safer. The thing is, your wonderful morning, afternoon planets, some of them will be there. So they will also help you to bond, but I see only too few of them. So better go home early. Friday the 18th. This is a very fiery morning afternoon. Well, the fieriness can be positive because your ambitions will be raging. You can't sit still. You want to get somewhere and show people your plans and to make some kind of move forward. Well, do that in a civilized way. Don't do that in a way where you're pushing yourself around and forcing people to listen. So plan things. Maybe send emails out. Maybe make phone calls. And even if you have to be meetings, you have to take the soft approach, even if you have to meet people at meetings. Take the soft approach means use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft. Yes, if you come out too strong, you'll be seen as a bulldozer and nothing much will go for you. But I like your evening nightfall tremendously well. The planets of the planets of long-termness are there. So the long-term bonding can take place. They can take place for the love story if you meet somebody and to have your wife or husband with you to be happy. But I also see money planets around So the bonding can be with people that you meet who can help you in a financial way. Whatever it is, it's going to be on your side and your favor and your advantage. So go out, dress well, look good, and chase for what you want. Yes, one or two of these aggressive planets will follow you there, the ones from the morning. Quieten them down by just taking the soft approach, which means use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, and a body language which is soft. Saturday. Oh, here comes Saturday the 19th. What a horrible morning and afternoon waiting for you. You're going to have a very troubled morning and afternoon, Saturday the 19th. Well, you can shut this down by not seeing anybody. I do that sometimes. When I know it's beyond controlling the situation, I just shut it down. But if you have to be out, plans already made, then be number two rather than be number one. Because these planets will try to make you want to be the leader, have the last say, and want to control. Don't allow any of this to happen. Be the number two, be the number three. Just sit back, enjoy yourself without being responsible for anything. Because something is going to go very, very wrong on this morning and afternoon. Saturday the 19th. And if you're number one, you're going to be shot down. So just lie low, enjoy yourself if you have to be out. And be very suspicious of the company you are keeping. Because I see people flattering you or you flattering people. And I also see a tendency to believe in people too easily. So the morning and afternoon, your rule is do not commit to anything. Listen, 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 and that's it. The evening and nightfall, full of fiery planets. So the morning is all about ego. The evening is all about fieriness, meaning that you are exposing yourself to risk all the time in the evening nightfall. Well, you cannot afford to do that because your ego involved will tempt you to stand up for the rights of others or yourself. Don't be silly. You don't want to stand up for the rights of other people. Why get into a fight for the cause of somebody else? So choose your company very carefully. If you notice that there are some people who are very fiery in nature and very aggressive in speech, then move away from that quickly because I can sense some trouble. Well, if it comes down to you and the people who are with you, just take the soft approach and you'll be fine. You can tame these planets down by being as polite as you can to people. So that's the week for you. Now, this 90-minute session I have is only cost you to use that $50, USD $50, to know what I'm going to tell you in the 90 minutes. Firstly, how to reach that magic inside you, the soul, the aura, and the third eye. Yes, they will be activated by themselves, but it only happens in the late life, 50s or 60s or 70s, much too late. So I'll show you how to exaggerate and accelerate all this so that you can have it at whatever age you come to see me, even as a teenager. You'll be able to use and be capable of using these plans. It's going to be a 90-minute session to talk to you seriously about your health areas. I'm very good in that. I can figure out what's going to trouble you 20 years away, which may have already started now. And I'll show you how to build up the dreams and the plans that you have because you have a soul, and the soul is your shining light. And the soul, if you can get into the good terms, and I'll show you how to do it. There are 4, 5, 6 ways. And when you are able to do that, that will be the glory for you and the happiness and the success. So everything comes down to you, the soul, and the planets. This is the triology of energy. If there's harmony in this triology, you will be having the wonderful, most wonderful life you can ever imagine. If there's no somehow harmony, then you will see the ups and downs, cycles, short cycles, furious, breaking down here and there and whatnot. So you have to learn all these things. Your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions, these are energy forms. All this is going to cost you just USD $50. That's all. So here's my email. Send me this and let's get down to business. For the small investment to get 9 wonderful years under your control, I'll make you aware if some of these nasty ages are there. And being aware, you'll control them that way. I wish you the best of luck for your next week and for your next 9 years if you come to see me. Thank you. Goodbye.